there's really no scaling at all. It's just how sustainable this Alice can get and how fast these fights come.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first game here in the gold medal match. Malaysia going up against Philippines.
Initial rotations showing Team Philippines helping Nepomuceno get that purple first, while Team Malaysia invests very little in helping out Hawk. Look at the jump in by Qayyum. Rarely do we see the Khalid be actually on the back foot here, the defender in this kind of matchup.
Yeah, and I feel like this is in accordance to what Malaysia wants to do. They want to get good pressure here in mid. It looks like they do want to contest for the Little Wanderer. We're going to see who gets it. Oh, look at that. De La Cruz actually gets taken down by Hawk. Hawk gets first blood.
That's what I'm saying. How often do you see the Khalid be put in its place? I'll tell you now, when there's a Hilda. The Hilda is just a more aggressive and just more devastating in the short term kind of roamer. The Khalid can own the map, can get good CC. Oh, back at it again. De La Cruz down to a fourth of his health. Can't catch a break.
Yeah, take a bit of damage. And as the Hilda, one of the only heroes at level 2, can really disrupt the quicksand guard. Nepomuceno about to hit level 4 off of this camp. All across the map here, looking at the goal lane, it does look like Elton does have a bit of trouble going up against Soriano on this Granger.
That's the range issue. So far, Team Philippines suffering a loss in mid, finding difficulty in making De La Cruz as sustainable as he should be to be able to visit these side lanes. Gold lane looking good, but how about the XP lane? What is the Lapu-Lapu like going up against the Alice?
I would say it's nothing really going on, because for both the Alice as well as the Lapu, it's more about diving the backline. Lapu is more of a kill threat, and Alice is really about the disruption. But now Vinuya already jumping forward. It looks like Hawk is able to get onto Pabico. It looks like Nepomuceno is able to grab the turtle, but Adrian goes in, able to get 2. De La Cruz tries to get out, same as Qayyum. Qayyum survives, but Adrian gets a kill onto De La Cruz, already forcing out the flicker from Vinuya.
A lot of wins for Team Malaysia in the here and the now. 2 kills for Hawk so far, 1 for Adrian, but the turtle still goes to Team Philippines. Pabico forced to use the brilliance, getting on out of there. Elton throwing out a nuke, trying to take down Pabico. Pabico needs these waves. He's not going to go home until he takes them. In comes Nepomuceno. Cheeky steal in that small camp.
Yep. Out a while, Team Malaysia, even with 3 kill advantage, but looking at the goal, there's really no big difference. Team Philippines equalizes by stealing camps here and there. De La Cruz forced to move forward, able to get a kill onto Hawk. Vinuya able to follow up, and now Qayyum tries to get a return. De La Cruz uses the flicker, gets away.
Sandwalk, quick sand guard. The patriarch of Team Philippines able to survive. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, down bottom, in the orange buff, Team Philippines commits Grand Theft Orange. Hawk notices something's missing. Nepomuceno steals it.
Yeah, we can already see a level advantage here. Nepomuceno with level 6, Hawk on level 5. Despite Hawk having a 2-kill advantage, this just shows how important those resources in jungle is. So now Team Philippines with that play is up in lead on the goal.
LaFell, are we seeing a Lancelot cosplay as a Yusun Shin?
Yeah.
Nepomuceno is hyper farming right now, and I think this should be something Team Malaysia addresses. They've lost the lead. Gold-wise, Team Philippines are approaching 1,000 up, 4 minutes in.
And I'm pretty sure all the goal is on Nepomuceno, considering he is level 7, Hawk is level 5. Team Malaysia, yeah, like you say, they got to find a way to recover here. Vinuya taking a bit of damage, forced to use the Bravest Fighter to get away. And I'll fight back with Adrian, getting some spell vamp here. Qayyum goes back in. But Vinuya, as a Lapu, is able to sustain not enough damage from Team Malaysia.
There's a reason why 3 out of 5 pro players will name Vinuya as their Lapu-Lapu when you ask who you think of when the hero is mentioned. Quick turtle take by Team Philippines. And I'll tell you now, secondary to maybe Nepomuceno is Soriano. Oh, Throne of Ruin by Adrian. In comes De La Cruz, cannot save Pabico. Quick sand guard, held first, and then a Rampage Sandstorm, stun onto Elton. Elton dashing away. Elton might survive. Soriano now, pressure on him. Shadow kill by Hawk. A stun underneath the tier 1 down bottom. Adrian, the sustain. Elton goes. Nepomuceno takes another. Qayyum falls.
Yep, and all by the start of Vinuya. Soriano unable to get a hit onto Adrian, but look at this. Nepomuceno once more, full HP. It looks like he's going to be happy with grabbing this orange buff and forcing Hawk out of his own jungle.
2 counts of Grand Theft Orange. I'm pretty sure the GOAT had breakfast, but he's still hungry for more. De La Cruz forced to use the flicker once again. It's amazing how Team Philippines are able to put so much pressure on their own roamer because everyone else can take care of it.
Team Philippines understand the main win condition is going to be Hawk, so not only avoiding death in the hands of this Hayabusa, but also making sure that this Hayabusa does not get the skill up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
An all-down bot. Soriano is being protected by De La Cruz. Elton tries to get a kill, and Kayum seeing Pabico there, not gonna risk it. Soriano survives, and Team Malaysia at this point, I would say their best course of action is try to delay it just a little bit so that Hawk gets back in terms of gold and EXP, so that they can fight in a more even field.
You mentioned those 2 things. Team Philippines are up on that. XP and gold. 4,000 approaching. This is the final turtle spawning upper quarter. It's frustrating to be Idrin right now, given that Vinuya seems to be an immovable object. It's so hard to say, stay down, don't rotate, because the Alice just can't push as quick as the Lapu-Lapu, even if she wins that lane.
Yeah, and winning a lane is very subjective there because Alice really does not have kill pressure over fighters and tanks. All she really do is just disrupt over to the back line and hoping for your carry to do the work.
Here comes Vinuya, got 3 on him. De La Cruz jumps in with the rampaging sandstorm. Pabico waiting for the final moment. Gets a lot of damage on him, flickers on out. Nepomuceno takes the turtle. Elton taken down by Vinuya. Hazik falls to Soriano. Gets a double, Hawk falls. Idrin in the back line takes down Pabico. Takes a while to go down. Gleam on out, making Team Philippines work for this kill. Surviving just a little longer. Soriano misses with that hit. Going through these turrets might be an execute, but De La Cruz still scores.
That's the correct play because you do not want to give more Sky Piercer stacks over to Soriano. So Idrin understood there was no way that he was going to survive. Might as well give it over to the Khalid rather than the Granger. So good play.
Lafel, this is a huge XP gap between Hawk and Nepomuceno. You see that 12-8.
At least Hawk does get that orange buff. So as bad as it is, it could really be worse. Vinuya gets Kayum, good stun, not gonna commit. And Team Philippines is there, gets onto Vinuya. Do they really want to go for this?
Setting up the Throne of Ruin. Idrin finds 2. Vinuya falls, serving up a kill to Hawk.
Again, it's all about slowing it down just a little bit, stop the bleeding, and then eventually they'll be at least in terms of items, at an even pace. Hawk getting the support of Team Malaysia, making it so that he doesn't lose by that much. But hold on, quick engage by De La Cruz. Looks like Hazik is able to get that kill, but Team Philippines, they really just want to get this mid turret. And look at Idrin, forces Pabico to use his dash away. Nepomuceno is low, Hazik wants to go for the kill. Nepomuceno trying to get away. Level 13 here, might get caught. Hawk is not able to do it. Nepomuceno gets away, and Vinuya is there onto Idrin. Nowhere to go. Killing spree for Soriano.
From Manila with love, signed, sealed, and delivered in Bangkok, Thailand. Nepomuceno runs through the competition and survives what must have been a lethal dive. I mean, Team Malaysia did get the push out, got a kill here and there, but now it's a 6,000 gold lead with the Lord spawning. Lafel, is there room for them to contest?
I think instead of contesting, you really want to get some kind of pickoffs here because, again, you want more farm onto Hawk. And at this point, you know, being this low, maybe not. Oh, Hazik moves forward, but De La Cruz is there to block for Pabico.
De La Cruz here, acting as a shield from minute 0. 3 kills, that's actually more than you can ask for. Rampaging Sandstorm, point blank. De La Cruz falls, in comes Idrin. Kayum gives a stack over to Soriano. And Soriano gets caught out, Hawk with a shutdown. Elton holding on, gets the sustain. Nepomuceno on man-to-man defense, gets taken down. Hazik falls as well, 2 for 3. Team Malaysia getting some on the way out.
And this is the kind of player Hazik is. He is selfless. He's not thinking about his own. Can he hold on? Ogi Shadow kill use. Nepomuceno still grabs the Lord. Hawk tries to get away. Vinuya is there. Flickered by Pabico, unable to get Hawk. Back to my point, this is the kind of player Hazik is. He understands what he has to do, even if he has to sacrifice his own life. Dying, but able to get onto Soriano. it's more about resetting those stacks rather than those kills. Vinuya looks like overstepping a little bit. Haziq secures the kill.
It's come to the point where Team Philippines are approaching the late game mark, and there's very little they can get without full committal. And I think Team Malaysia is so good at reading that they're saying, hey, there's nothing Team Philippines can get without fully doing it all the way. And that is the space Team Malaysia should play in right now. It's come to a point where 6,000 gold seems to be the max that Team Philippines can get. So with that said, Team Malaysia should just, I'd say, welcome this Lord.
Yep.
Accept the fact that these tier 2s might fall, and at least keep themselves close. Like, don't let this grow up to an 8K gold lead.
Dangerous item build here. Nepomuceno is in the fray. The Lord is about to jump in. Lux, the Holy Shields will protect Team Malaysia. Should be able to deal with the Lord, but not like you said. This tier 2, Team Philippines is on it. Kayum gets caught by Vinuya as well as De La Cruz, but in mid, Haziq as well as Elton are doing their very best to clear the minions, and looks like for now they're able to. Vinuya is there all alone, is going to get taken down by Ha. Killing spree for this Hayabusa.
Not much De La Cruz could have done to save his XP laner. Vinuya constantly, I think for the second time now in 2 minutes, actually just overstepping, overcommitting, getting taken down. That's free economy for Malaysia, XP and gold they need to stop the bleeding. 11.5 minutes in, Lord spawning in the lower quarter in about a minute. Not a single turret taken down by Malaysia. Lafel, where do you think Malaysia can find space to get the map back? Because that is where they own it. Elton with the I'm offended. Soriano, very low. Heals up via the spell vamp. Kayum bites it. Elton now the next up on the dock. Haziq falls, probably go with the dive. Idrin gleams on out of here. Nepomuceno on him. Nepomuceno looks to finish the job. Not underneath the tier 3. Hawk secures his purple. Nepomuceno gets a puncture on. All in an effort to push tier 2.
Yeah, valiant effort, but one of the biggest game changer there was De La Cruz with that Blade of Heptases. Way too much damage on the Team Malaysia. Hawk trying his very best to defend here. Ogi shadow kill onto Soriano as well as the waves. Able to get out of there for now. And Idrin hits onto tree. Vinuya gets the kill. And on the minions, marching on in. Elton flying, gets onto Pabico. Hog secures the kill. Kayum all the way in the back. Elton still survived with a spell vamp.
Massive combo on there. Don't run Wolf King, holding them down but not taking care of the minion waves. They do take down Pabico. De La Cruz follows up. It's all just Hawk left. Nepomuceno finds him. That's the wipeout. Soriano with the shutdown. Game 1 goes to Team Philippines.
Congratulations to Team Philippines winning game number 1, but that was a good opener between